Welcome back to Jam TV, where today we journey to the very heart of our planet, exploring the awe-inspiring and sometimes fearsome power of nature. We will be investigating 4 dormant natural disasters, slumbering giants that have the potential to reshape our world as we know it. These are not mere hypothetical scenarios, but very real threats identified by scientists across the globe. These disasters are, according to those who study them, inevitable. But the big question is, when? Our first destination takes us to the coldest continent on Earth, Antarctica. Here, amidst a landscape of icy mountains and vast glaciers, lies a behemoth that has captured the attention of scientists worldwide, the Thwaites Glacier, also known as the Doomsday Glacier. This colossal river of ice, larger than the entire state of Florida, flows slowly but relentlessly towards the Amundsen Sea. Imagine a glacier so vast it dwarfs even the tallest skyscrapers. Thwaites Glacier, in certain areas, plunges over a kilometer deep. That's even deeper than the soaring height of the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building on Earth. Stretching 120 kilometers wide, it holds the title of the widest glacier in the world. To truly grasp its immensity, picture this. Thwaites Glacier sprawls across 192,000 square kilometers, an area large enough to accommodate 318 cities the size of Mumbai, or a staggering 50 cities the size of Karachi. But the true concern lies not just in its size, but in its alarming rate of melt. For years now, Thwaites has been shedding billions of tons of ice annually, contributing to a steady rise in global sea levels. Already, its melting has added to a 4% increase, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, so to speak. What makes Thwaites particularly dangerous is its precarious location. It acts as a linchpin holding back the massive West Antarctic ice sheet. Should Thwaites collapse, the consequences would be catastrophic. The entire ice sheet could disintegrate, unleashing trillions of tons of ice into the ocean. This would have a domino effect, causing sea levels to rise by a devastating 3 meters. That's almost 10 feet. Imagine the impact on our planet. Coastal cities, home to millions, would face an existential threat. Megacities like Mumbai, New York, Jakarta, Bangkok, and Dhaka, all vulnerable to rising tides, could be inundated, their streets transformed into canals, their buildings submerged. The human cost of such a disaster is almost too great to comprehend. From the icy plains of Antarctica, we journey now to the heart of the United States, to Yellowstone National Park. This iconic landscape, renowned for its geysers and hot springs, harbors a secret deep beneath its surface, a slumbering giant with the power to unleash unimaginable destruction. The Yellowstone Supervolcano. This is no ordinary volcano. Yellowstone is classified as a supervolcano, a force of nature so powerful its eruption could have global consequences. To understand its scale, imagine a cauldron of molten rock so vast it could swallow entire cities. The Yellowstone caldera, the immense crater left by past eruptions, stretches an incredible 70 kilometers long and 50 kilometers wide, a stark reminder of the immense power that lies dormant beneath our feet. The history of Yellowstone is a story written in fire and ash. Its last major eruption, a cataclysmic event that dwarfed any eruption in recorded history, occurred approximately 640,000 years ago. To put that into perspective, that's long before modern humans even walked the Earth. Scientists estimate that Yellowstone erupts on a cycle of roughly 600,000 to 700,000 years. This means that, geologically speaking, we are well within the window for another eruption. While predicting the exact timing of such events remains a challenge, the potential for another eruption within the next 60,000 years is a stark reminder of the forces that shape our planet. Should Yellowstone erupt, the consequences would be felt worldwide. Imagine a scene of apocalyptic proportions, a colossal explosion, spewing billions of tons of volcanic ash and gases high into the atmosphere. This ash cloud, laden with sulfur dioxide and other volcanic debris, would blanket the sky, blocking out the sun and plunging the Earth into a volcanic winter. The effects on life would be devastating. Crops would wither and die under the suffocating blanket of ash. Global temperatures could plummet, leading to widespread crop failures and ultimately mass starvation. Acid rain, a toxic consequence of volcanic gases mixing with atmospheric moisture, would poison water supplies, further exacerbating the crisis. Experts believe that an eruption of this magnitude could wipe out a staggering 70% of the global population. It's a chilling thought, a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains life on our planet. Chapter 3. The Canary Islands Mega Tsunami. Our journey now takes us to the sun-kissed Canary Islands, an archipelago off the coast of Africa, seemingly a paradise on Earth. But beneath the surface of this idyllic destination lies a hidden threat, a slumbering giant capable of unleashing a wave of destruction unlike any other, Cumbre Vieja Volcano on the island of La Palma. Over the past 60 years, Cumbre Vieja has been the stage for a series of volcanic eruptions, each one a reminder of the immense power that lies dormant beneath the Earth's crust. These eruptions have left their mark on the island, creating a network of cracks and fault lines that crisscross its landscape. It's a stark reminder that La Palma, like many volcanic islands, is a land constantly reshaped by the forces deep within our planet. Scientists studying Cumbre Vieja have identified a chilling possibility, a major eruption that could trigger a catastrophic landslide, sending billions of tons of rock crashing into the Atlantic Ocean. Imagine the scene, a colossal chunk of the island weakened by volcanic activity suddenly giving way. The impact of such a landslide would be almost unimaginable. Scientists predict that if a large section of Cumbre Vieja were to collapse, it would displace an astounding 500 billion tons of rock, unleashing a mega tsunami, a wave of unimaginable destructive power. This wall of water, dwarfing any tsunami in recorded history, would race across the Atlantic Ocean at unimaginable speeds, its energy focused like a lens towards distant shores. The impact would be felt across continents. Coastal communities along the eastern seaboard of the Americas, thousands of miles away, would have mere hours to prepare for the arrival of this monstrous wave. Cities like Miami, Orlando, and countless others along the US East Coast would face the full fury of the tsunami. Waves over 100 feet high, towering over buildings, would surge inland, inundating coastal areas and causing widespread destruction. The scale of such a disaster is almost incomprehensible, a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet and the devastating power of nature. A chapter 4, the permafrost time bomb. Our final destination takes us to the frozen extremes of our planet, the Arctic. Here, beneath a landscape seemingly frozen in time, lies a hidden danger, a ticking time bomb with the potential to accelerate climate change and reshape our world, melting permafrost. Imagine a vast expanse of frozen ground, locked in a state of perpetual winter for thousands of years. This is permafrost, a layer of soil, rock, and ice that covers approximately 11% of Earth's land surface, primarily in the Arctic and other high-latitude regions. But this frozen ground, once thought to be eternally stable, is now thawing at an alarming rate. As global temperatures rise, driven by human activities, the delicate balance that has kept permafrost frozen for millennia is being disrupted. The consequences of this thawing could be catastrophic, releasing vast quantities of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere and potentially triggering a cascade of climate feedback loops. Locked within the icy grip of permafrost are billions of tons of organic matter, the remains of ancient plants and animals accumulated over millennia. As the ground thaws, this organic matter begins to decompose, releasing methane and carbon dioxide, potent greenhouse gases, into the atmosphere. Methane in particular is a major concern, as it is over 25 times more effective at trapping heat in the atmosphere than carbon dioxide over a 100-year period. This release of greenhouse gases from thawing permafrost creates a vicious cycle. As more greenhouse gases enter the atmosphere, they contribute to further global warming, which in turn accelerates the rate of permafrost thaw, releasing even more greenhouse gases. This positive feedback loop has the potential to amplify the effects of climate change, pushing us closer to a tipping point from which there may be no return. But the dangers of thawing permafrost extend beyond the release of greenhouse gases. Buried within this frozen ground are ancient microbes, dormant for millennia. As the permafrost thaws, these microbes are beginning to awaken, posing a potential threat to human health. Scientists have discovered ancient bacteria and viruses, some dating back tens of thousands of years, locked within the permafrost. The re-emergence of these ancient pathogens could lead to the outbreak of new and potentially deadly diseases, posing a significant threat to human health. Our journey through these 4 dormant natural disasters serves as a stark reminder of the immense power of the natural world and the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. These are not mere hypothetical threats, but very real dangers that could have catastrophic consequences for humanity. While we cannot prevent these natural disasters entirely, we are not powerless in the face of these challenges. By taking action to address climate change, advance scientific research, and develop early warning systems, we can mitigate the risks and build a more resilient future for all. Stay tuned for more in-depth videos on such critical topics only on Jam TV.